Today, welcome, my friends, to Need for Speed Heat Plus version 2. Very, 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 very early version. This, my friends, is the workings once again of Gzilla. You may know there's two mods now, two major mods, which is Heat Plus and Need for Speed Heat Unite. Just to give you a little idea, this is daytime right now. This reminds me of 2015 straight away. This is one of the daytime modes. It is one of the few. There are multiple. You'll see throughout this video that this is not the only one, but today I had a little bit of a plan for this car and also showing off some of the new features available in this mod. But this is daytime. Isn't it? It's just beautiful. I love how dark and dusk it is. So let's go into the garage. I love the squeaky brakes on this thing. Jump into the garage and begin the showcase. So let's show you what's new with this mod and also begin playing with this beautiful Aston Martin Vulcan. Now, of course, Need for Speed Heat Plus and Heat Unite have had this feature for a long time. You can remove any part you so please and make it look absolutely horrendous and then put it back on again. This is something you could do on the base game as is with a glitch, but they've now made it possible to do it much easier than with a glitch. Now, I had an idea. What if we made this into a road-going version of the car? So basically what it would look like if it was a supercar from the factory in this style, if you will. So of course we can't normally remove the wing. Forgive me, one Lord, as for I have sinned. I'm gonna remove the wing. I know, it's absolutely disgusting. Do you know what? It looks really clean. I do like this diffuser as well. It just creates this beautiful mold that I really, really do like. And of course we can play around with the diffuser, but quite honestly, oh, actually that looks a little less race car, doesn't it? So we could go with this option here, or we could just remove it completely. Now, I did this earlier. This is about the extent I got to, and it's like, you know what? This could work. But I do quickly want to thank today's video sponsor, and that, my friends, this is a big one. I am now sponsored by My Protein. This is huge. I've been working on my fitness recently and it's just perfect timing. If you're fast, you can get 52% off the website. My Protein is a very well-known brand, and this is worldwide too. It's not just protein, they also do a lot of snacks and the like, which is something that I use when also playing games and streaming, just to keep me going, just so I don't run off and like start munching on a lasagna or something. It's always strawberry for me, just in case you want some recommendation in terms of the protein. My Protein is the lead in European protein and also food supplement. 52% off using my code, and it'll help me out a lot. So please, I would appreciate it if you could check it out. At least see what you can get. I appreciate you listening to me jibber jabber about protein. Something huge has dropped as well. You've probably seen it if you follow me on the socials. It's pretty huge. It's pretty huge. Right, let's get on with building this. So the Alchemist part, I think, looks the most road going. It's not as wide and not as bulky. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm unbulkifying this monstrosity of a machine. What if I remove the side skirts? You know what? That looks like a standard factory car. Does it not? Let's put the premium. So this is a premium option. This is something you have to pay for. This extra little bit there. We've got the rear bumper options. Absolutely not. We've got the lights. I kind of like the red lights. I'm going to keep that. That's going to be a feature that's going forward to the production model. Because we can, let's remove the HUD. Holy crap. There's just everything. Everything is made of carbon fiber. Beautiful. Very happy. Unfortunately, there's no option to make it even more road car-y. I think removing this splitter, yeah, it's going to look a little bit odd, isn't it? Can we actually have a more toned down splitter? No. So no splitter on the front of the car. That's how we're going to have to do. And the front grille options, we're sticking with standard. And because it's road car, we're going to have to change the wing mirrors to make them look a little bit more plain. No, that looks stupid. I'm putting at least these ones on. There we go. And here we are in the outside world. And Need for Speed Heat plus 2 point... It's kind of 0 point... It's not finished yet. Quite frankly, that's what I'm trying to say. So this game is looking spicy. It's got this this film effect on it is what I would probably describe the look of this game, having come from Need for Speed Heat Unite. Now, there is something new that I want to show you guys in this version of the game. This is one of the new updates that he's working on. There's a whole bunch of changes coming soon, but this is an early preview of those. Rev Limiter. What on earth is this man doing? Why on earth is there a rev limiter in the live tuning? So just to give you an idea, the squeaky brakes. It's such a small thing, but it's so good. Now, in the rev limiter option, essentially what you're going to be doing is changing how fast or slow the rev limiter bounces off itself. And this is perfect because, as you already know, we're gonna put it to fast. Right, that's just how it's gonna go. Let me give you a demonstration of it in normal. Now, it's already pretty quick rev limiter for this one, but if you go over to slow, a little bit slower. And if you want to go back to speedy, look at the needle. Honestly, it's a small feature, but that's the thing with these mods. Every small feature they add just elevates the experience. So, I'm not too sure what I think about this. It's still got the grill mesh kind of in there, so it looks a little bit funky. But the back end of it, you know what? It's super clean, super nice, and people are gonna be like, what on earth is that? This, my friends, is the production Vulcan. It's not. Right, let's jump to nighttime. He's also got the transition. If I can get to the map. He's also got the transition that was disabled. For some reason, this was disabled in the game. I don't know why. Ooh. Ooh, this is looking like a bit glowy, a bit dingy, but I like this a lot. So, there are going to be a few variants. I've got to even mention, the Speedo is bloody different. It's very minimalist, and I like that a lot. A minimalist Speedo just adds a nice effect to the game. I want to see the next game have something like that. And it's funny because we're about to jump into next year's game. It's pretty solid, set in stone. I'm probably going to make a video about this at some point soon. But they have confirmed that during next year's quarter next year, there will be a brand new Need for Speed game created by Criterion. All those job listings we were talking about, I was worried about, they're gone. We need to discuss this, my friends. We have a lot to discuss, but of course, until then, we're going to be bopping with Need for Speed Heat and just modding as much as we can. We want to make this game live as long as it possibly can, and to have a new experience every time I jump on the game. I am not going to complain. How about you? That's a nice purple. It's so dark. Like, I feel like my headlights are not working at all. I mean, they are, but it's very, very small amount. It's a shame that this car wasn't, in the end, a very good one, because the handling of it is really solid. Like, it's a very good handling car. The only downside was the fact that, yeah, it just wasn't that great compared to some of the fasts in the game. Do we even have the exhaust anymore? Oh, we do still have the exhaust. That's good. You see this? Like, it's just... it handles godlike. So, let's jump back into the garage. And what I want to quickly do is go through some of the clothes. Now, this is something I didn't even touch beforehand. But there are brand new clothes that were hidden away from us before. Okay, that's basically what it is. Now, I just got on pick character. That ain't what I meant to do, okay? I like the lady that I am. In the base game, they were correct customization clothes. And then in the update, they also brought out brand new clothes too. But it turns out a lot of these clothes were cut. Some of these clothes were cut. And I'm going to go through and show you this outfit here, I think is really sick. Of course, there's a Heat Plus one. It says Heat Plus in the bottom. So, of course, you can assume it'd be Heat Plus. Now, if we keep going now, for some reason, she's just put a shirt on underneath. Hello. Was this removed? I don't know why. No idea. We've also got this cop uniform here, which looks super sick. And, of course, we've got some others as well. I don't know which ones were in the update before, in the mod before, but a lot of these were not. I know for sure. I've not seen them. Of course, these are all standard clothes. We can go through. I can't believe how many. There's more clothes than customization parts in this game. It's pretty mad. And of course, you can tell that I'm playing on a non M.2 SSD. Is that a Lamborghini T? Those were Lamborghini Ts, weren't they? I've completely lost them now. There, Lamborghini T. That's pretty sick. Oh, that's a Heat Plus. These are probably the cut ones. These are probably the new cut ones because they've got the update icon. Interesting. Lamborghini were like, no, we don't want no... Oh, hang on. Oh, that's sick. That's sick. I haven't even checked this before. That would be sick for cops and robbers. But of course, playing online with a mod like this is not quite something I would suggest, to be honest with you. But yeah, character customization in the next game. Where does that have a place for you? Do you think it should be a focus, or do you think it should just be something that's thrown in the corner like it was in this game? Quite honestly, there was hardly any point to them even having it. But again, preference. I personally don't mind it. I think it's a cool little addition, but I think they don't even need to bother adding anymore. They should just bring it across from the previous. Is that a new pair of jeans? I said that's a new pair of jeans. New shoes. You know, I could have given those a miss. Okay, so that, my friends, is Need for Speed Heat Plus 2.0 early version release, my bob. There's a whole lot more coming. I don't know if he wants me to reveal a lot, but there's going to be some brand new engine swaps, engine sound wise, which there's one in particular which I'm very much looking forward to. You might remember from the previous mods he made for Need for Speed 2015 Need for Speed Payback. It wasn't even that long ago. He also introduced breakable parts. Could we see that return? That was a pretty sick mod. Very, very much would love to see that come. But anyway, I don't want to give away all these secrets. Time will tell, my friends. Be sure to smash like, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next video. Remember, my discount code is PANTS. It'll be down below. Until next time, my friends, peace.